Oh, did I already start a live stream? Well, I guess I did. I thought I only positioned my phone and prepped it, but I already started it. Or did my phone just start it without noticing me? Or without telling me? I don't know. Man. No. Ugh. These things always break, and I never know how to fix them. Ugh. How did it break? Hmm. Well, if anyone knows how to fix those things, let me know. I've tried multiple times. They always break after a while, and I have no idea how to put it back. Oh, what a mess. Now it's all falling apart. That was my favorite. I thought it's gonna last forever because it's made out of metal and it looked very sturdy, but I guess those things are meant to break eventually, no matter what material. Well, I'm gonna leave that to someone else, maybe. Someone else can fix that for me. Hey, hi, I miss you. Ist echt so, oder? Ja, am Mittwoch geht irgendwie gar nichts auf YouTube. Ich konnte vorhin nicht mal irgendwie ein gescheites Video finden zum Schauen. Nix los am Mittwoch. Da dachte ich mir, ich streame mal selber. What are you buying, miss you? Sorry, it was translated into German. I didn't set the chat thing into German, into English. Everything is translated right now. I just changed that. So it just said that you're buying something. Oh, my hair thingy? That is sweet. Those are cool. I like those clippies, but yeah, they always break. So if you buy yourself one, they will probably not last very long. But this was also a very cheap one. I got it from H&M in Germany when I was there because I didn't bring one, so I bought one for $3 or so. Hey, Rizzy. I don't know if a piece fell off. I don't see it. So I wonder how it was supposed to hold in there. Marco, du könntest es bestimmt reservieren. Reparieren. Ich kann es leider nicht. Ich bin handwerklich zwar nicht unbegabt, aber in dem Fall wohl schon. Yeah, me too. I think it's much a bigger thing in Europe, right, than in America. Here in America, it's kind of like frowned upon a little bit, but yeah, I don't see many of those stores here. Well, better luck next time. I'll leave it here for now and hope maybe someone I know can fix this. I'm gonna put that into my little thing. Oh, I'm gonna try this real quick. Bis nach Österreich mit dem V8, Marco. Oh, that was a bad one. Can you hear that now? Or is the noise canceling still taking it out? I'm wondering. I'm very surprised that they do that. Guess noise canceling AI is not smart enough to figure out what sounds to cancel out and what not. Like it's not smart enough to just filter out traffic sounds or dog barking, stuff like that, and anything in the background. It filters out everything that's not voice. Oh, my neck. I have such a tight neck at the moment, or for like weeks now. Because I've been sleeping on my tummy, and whenever I turn my head in a certain angle, like it has like a stabbing feeling. It's really bad. So I need to start sleeping on my back, I guess. I'm making some lettuce with my awesome salad, okay? By the way, on my break. How are you all doing? Have you all ate your lunch already? Let's hear. Okay, bye, miss you. See you soon. Thank you. Kisses to you too from the Floppies. I like the name Floppies. Hi, Khan. Habe ich auch geguckt, Marco. Ich habe den Stream, auch wenn ich ja kein Auto-Spezialist bin, habe ich trotzdem nachträglich geschaut beim Aufräumen gestern. I was watching a lot of YouTube recently instead of making a lot of YouTube myself. I just need a little break from making stuff on YouTube. But I cut a video and I uploaded that 2 days ago, so I'm proud of myself for finally working on those videos again. Because that's originally why I started YouTube, because I like making videos. Live streaming happened a little bit later. People just really seem to enjoy live streams. Ami, hast du das mit YouTube gehört, dass es deine Kanäle künftig schwerer haben? Echt? Schade. Noch schwerer. Hm? Wir haben es doch eh schon schwer. Was YouTube wohl gegen uns kleine Kanäle hat, frage ich mich. Was haben die genau gesagt? Habe ich nicht gelesen oder gehört. Ich weiß, da gibt es ja diesen Kanal, den, wie heißt das nochmal, VidIQ oder sowas, oder? Wo man so Tipps holen kann oder wo die YouTube-News veröffentlicht werden. Habe ich ja schon länger nicht mehr geschaut. Are you a pet lover? Yes, I have 3 pets. I have 2 cats and a dog. And I love my pets. I love animals in general. Not just pets. No Portuguese, sorry. Ach was, YouTube lebt doch von den kleinen Kanälen. Ja, das schon, weil sie die natürlich nicht bezahlen müssen und dann trotzdem Geld damit machen. Deswegen sollten sie eigentlich die kleinen Kanäle lieben. Look at that salad. Got little pea sprouts and red leaves. And they're so pretty. Isn't it crazy how nature also looks like, or plants also look like they have like blood vessels? Like obviously they have vessels, like animals or humans, because they need nutrients too, just as anything else. But isn't it crazy how this just looks like blood? It's very interesting. I think. Just picking out the bad ones because this lettuce is a day or 2 old. And so I'm trying to get rid of any bad ones because they just ruin the taste. I need no slimy lettuce in my salad. He's a bit. That's why you should always eat your lettuce on time. Don't let it go bad. It's a waste. And I'm unfortunately not the best with using up a lot of stuff I have because I tend to buy too many groceries at once and then not eat them fast enough. Even though I'm eating a lot, as you can see at the moment, but probably not the right stuff. I'm definitely not crazy on the lettuce. If I would eat a lot of lettuce, that wouldn't be a problem. But there's other things I prefer at the moment. But now that it's summer, I'm hopeful that I'm craving the salads more than anything else. Game's hoping. Hi Manu. Oh Manu. Aber kleine Kanäle möchten ja auch mal groß werden. Ja, schon. Wir wollen doch alle mal groß werden, oder? Ich bin ja schon groß, also zumindest vom Alter her, aber mein Kanal leider noch nicht. What am I making? I'm making lettuce. I have a lettuce with pea sprouts and butter lettuce, and I forgot what this one is. Did I throw this away already? Let's see. Now I'm curious. What are you called? Little red leaves. Oh, this red stuff is called lemony sorrel. So, I'm not sure if I ever heard about that. Mm. My dog. Oh, Kanäle werden demonetarisiert. Ich hoffe, ich bin nicht davon betroffen. Und du hoffentlich auch nicht. Resi, du bist wahrscheinlich schon monetarisiert, oder? Du hast ja schon einige Follower. Ähm, mm, how many languages can you speak? A few, but no Portuguese, unfortunately. Not sure what language you're speaking, but your food looks right. Yeah, you better don't be nasty in here, because if you read my chat rules, I don't know if you would say stuff like that in front of your grandma. I certainly wouldn't. That my grandma is also dead, so. I'm washing my lettuce real quick. Thank you, Manu. Sorry, I didn't answer your question, by the way. So the languages I speak are German, English, Chinese, and Swedish a little bit. And there is this really cool Chinese restaurant that I discovered not too long ago. And one that is actually Chinese and not Vietnamese people working there. And I asked them just some very basic stuff in Chinese last time. And then a waitress, or not the waitress, the owner came over. And then she just started talking to me, and we had like a really nice conversation. We just asked her why she came to America and how long she's been here, and she asked me the same thing, and asked about the other people working there, where they are from, and how they got here, and if they like living here. And she just said if I ever have any like requests in like Chinese food that's like actually Chinese, because she knew I lived in China before, and not just like the buffet food that Americans like, I should just let them know, and maybe they can whip something up in the kitchen. So um, it's always good to talk to people, and to just at least try, even if your language is rusty and if you're not very confident, which I certainly am not at the moment because I don't have much practice here in America. But that gave me a opportunity to practice again, and feel more confident, because we did have a quite decent conversation, like pretty fluent. So um, and I always love when I am at the restaurant with other people that don't know that I speak Chinese. Like we were there with friends of my husband, and they were just looking at their faces was very funny to see when I just had a conversation with the owner. And they're like, I always forget that you speak Chinese. It was just funny. Obst und Gemüse. Ich dachte Fisch, Marco. Reine Fischdiät, dachte ich. How long did it take master those languages? Hmm. Swedish was pretty fast, but I'm also not proficient in Swedish. Like I can have a small talk conversation with you, and I can get around the country if I must. But so that was like a year, I would say. English, like a lifelong thing, like started in school. All Germans learn English in school. So that's been a pretty long process. And then obviously moving to the United States helped a lot with the pronunciation of stuff. Not saying I'm perfect, like I'm very far away from being a native speaker level, or like having a good pronunciation, but I definitely got much easier to talk without thinking about it too much. And Chinese, I'm obviously also very far from perfect, very, very far, but and I don't ever think I could be, because I don't live there and I don't have that daily practice, so it is not achievable that way. Unless you use it on a daily basis, you will not be perfect in the language or native speaker level, unfortunately. So that is not possible. Yes, thank you. Please stop being creepy. I agree with Manu. That's one of the reasons why I haven't been streaming a lot because, yes, I'm German, Andre. Because there's so many creeps and bad vibe people around the internet. It's just like this whole collective of um, interesting personalities, to say the least, that it's not always putting me in a good mood, and it's not very. So I don't know. It's not very good for the soul, I think, to be live streaming every day because you see a lot of bad stuff. Weggecreept? Nee, so weit ist es noch nicht. Ich bin ja relativ froh, dass ich nicht viele Follower oder nicht viele Leute habe, die den Stream schauen. Wenn es jetzt Hunderte wären, wäre es natürlich noch mal ein ganz anderes Kaliber. Deswegen geht's noch, aber manchmal, ja, braucht man auch eine Pause. So, ja. So, are you into sports? Watching sports or doing sports? Watching sports, no, not really. Doing sports, I used to do ballet and go to the gym every day. Those days are over now that I'm here in America. I slowed down on the sports part of my life a little bit, and I leveled up on the eating. Um, you know, gotta adapt. Just kidding. Don't take offense. I'm just being silly. So yeah, I do like working out. I do like hiking. I do like kayaking. When it comes to sports, anything that I can do outside, I really like. I like playing soccer just for fun. Obviously, not like in a team or like a club. I never did that, but just like with friends. Um, I'm not into running or anything like that. So like jogging, just like running like a straight path for like miles and miles. It's just not ingrained in me. I don't know. In Augsburg, nice. I studied close or near to Augsburg. Mm, hi, Cassie. Thank you, Manu. Hausfrau just dissed you. What Hausfrau, Steven? Thank you, Damien. Hello. You are husband. Yep. I'm husband. Indeed. Uh, Only psychopaths enjoy running, honestly. I don't want to offend anyone, but I just never. I don't know. I like walking. I could walk for hours and hours. Like when I'm in Germany, when I go see my family in Germany, I definitely walk every day at least like 25,000 steps, and it's super easy for me to do that. I don't even or realize that I walked so far. Like it's not that far for most people, but for Americans, I would say that's quite the amount of steps. So when I come back to America, I check my health app on my phone. You know, like the one that the phone has like already in it, and that counts your steps. And usually it's just because my phone, when I'm back in America, sends me notifications like, "Hey, what happened? Your steps have drastically decreased." I'm like, well, let's see. And then I check the app and it says last week you walked approximately 30,000 steps a day and now you walk like 5,000 steps a day. I'm like, yeah, I guess that's just life in America. Welcome. Walking here is definitely not very normal. So sometimes when I walk along a street to go places, sometimes I try to do that instead of like taking like a car or something. People stop, like older ladies, for example, will stop and they're like, "Hey, honey, do you need any help? Do you need to get somewhere? Is your car broken?" I'm like, "I'm literally just walking. Thank you, though. We appreciate it." So they're trying to be nice, but there's definitely a little bit of a stigma, especially when you're here in the South, which Tennessee is, I guess, technically South, that walking is just, you know, you're either having a problem or you're like too poor to buy a car or you're like you don't have a license anymore because it got taken away from you, something like that. So it's definitely a little bit of a difference. How's Germany doing? Unified with East Germany, no problems. Well, that has happened a while ago, but I wouldn't say there's any problems. I think that happened. That was a pretty good idea that we did that. Walking is much better on the knees too. Hiking is great as well. I agree. I think the hiking is really good because it goes up and down, and you have like different angles on the ground. So your muscles have to work a little harder to like figure that out for your body. But and walking is just low impact. So running never really felt good on me. Like my chin's always hurt. My knees don't feel very great either, especially on asphalt. Like when you run on asphalt, because I'm definitely not running on any grass here in Tennessee with all the snakes and stuff. I don't mind walking on grass because they have more time to run away from me. But if I'm running on grass, you never know what you're gonna meet there. Uh, 20 Kniebeugen ersetzen 20 Minuten spazieren gehen. Habe ich auch schon gelesen, ja, dass man auch alle halbe Stunde 10 oder 20 Kniebeugen machen soll. Yes, Tennessee. What's the best thing to do when someone visits Germany? Going to the bakery. um, I know I talk a lot about food here, and as you can see, I like food, but as a German, I have to promote my German bread, of course. German bread or German bakeries are just the best thing ever. I think, especially the old school ones, if you can find one that's really like making everything from scratch. Especially in smaller towns, you'll often find them. The ones that have like a line that goes all the way outside the door are the best ones. The ones that open at 6 in the morning or 5:30 in the morning are the ones you should look for. They make everything fresh. You can usually smell them from far away if you're looking for them. Getting some warm bread rolls or warm butter pretzels early in the morning is definitely one of the best things about Germany, in my opinion. So, yeah, if I'm back home, I go to the bakery every single day, which is probably not the best idea, but when in Rome, you just gotta take advantage of it because I'm not home a lot in Germany. So, when I'm there, I do eat a lot at the bakery. So I'm trying to read everything real quick or just skip through or just quickly read everything. Thank you, Manu. You're not even within chat with you from a long time. I'm asking. Yeah, don't be nasty. Like get a hobby or something of mine. Too bad I can't find German bakery around. Do you drink beer? Um, that's probably the reason I got kicked out of Germany. I didn't. Maybe it's working again. I don't know. If not, I gotta go to work soon anyway, so I don't have much time. Hi, Ham. What's up? Okay, we are back. Yes, I restarted. I don't know why. My uh YouTube, whenever it gets too many viewers, YouTube just like stops the live stream. So I don't know what's happening there, but if they have like a limit when you reach like a certain amount of viewers, they like try to like tone it down a little bit or slow it down. I could not tell you. But yeah, I gotta finish my salad because I gotta go back to work soon. Have you all had lunch yet? Or are you still eating or are you making something? depending on where you're at. It's lunchtime in America right now. Bye, see you soon. Ein Rollkragenpullover, eine Hornbrille, vielleicht heißt es eine Pfütze. Vielleicht. An sich habe ich gerne die Option anzuziehen, was ich anziehen möchte, according to the weather. I would like to have the opportunity to wear whatever I like, especially on a warm day. I would prefer not to wear a turtleneck or, I don't know, like a coat. Yeah, Resi, you got a good point. I guess most guys just stop developing after middle school age, like in their brain, still not most, but a lot that are scrolling through the live streams. So unfortunately, women are a little bit limited in their choices of clothing if they want to have a normal conversation. So yeah, let's get a bowl. Here's my big bowl. I need a big bowl because I hate small salad bowls. So it's worse when you're making something that you need to mix, and then it's like this little bowl that's like about to overflow and everything is falling out, and you have to clean up your entire kitchen just because you're making a salad. So trying to get the biggest bowl, even though it's too big for the little lettuce I have, but the bigger the better. Am I right? Although less is more, but not with salad bowls. And it's the same with chopping boards. Chopping boards need to be bigger, and knives. And like people that have, no offense, but people that cut with a knife that's like this size, with like this little pointy tip and like the plastic grip, and they're like cutting a tomato like that. No, 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 no. We cannot do that. Y'all gotta get a good kitchen knife. Doesn't have to be good, but it has to be sharp and it has to be big. And honestly, people are like, don't cut your hands or don't cut your fingers. But if you have a sharp, good knife, chances that you're cutting your finger accidentally is way lower than if you use like one of those IKEA knives. Or I don't even want to consider them knives, to be honest. No knife shaming here, but those knives are not even real knives. She-Hulk. Bei mir gab es Spaghetti mit Tomatensauce. Lecker. Mit Linsen, Bolognese oder normale Tomatensauce? Bei mir gab es heute Kartoffelpü mit grober Bratwurst und Zwiebeln angedünstet. Oh, lecker. Oh, Daniel, mach mich nicht so hungrig hier. Ich habe nur Salat, okay? Das ist nicht fair. Salat ist zwar auch lecker, aber nicht wie Kartoffelbrei mit Zwiebel. Well, a lot of women bank on their looks. I mean, if there's enough stupid men to let them bank on it, then that's the man's problem, not the woman, isn't it? Wir haben jetzt Chopping Boards von den Amish. Echtes Holz. Ja, das will ich auch, Marco. Ich wollte mir auch 2 Bretter kaufen. Ein großes und ein kleines. Weil die ich hier habe, die sind nix. Nix Gescheites. Ich brauche mal ein gutes. Can I cook for you one day, Frosty? That just reminded me of a creepy movie that I watched. Miss You, one of our friends here has told me about it, and I watched it. It's called Apex. It's on Netflix, and it's this one creepy guy. Not comparing you, obviously. It just reminded me of that scene because he was just like following her. So she went on a kayaking trip in Australia, in the very outback of Australia, and she just encountered a lot of creepy guys on the way to her kayaking trip down at the creek or the river. And she's doing like the wild water raft. And there's this one guy that appeared to be like super friendly in the beginning and helpful, but then of course, as it always is, he turns out to be the creepy guy. And then he's like making her food at the campfire, and it just I don't know why it reminded me of that. Probably just because I watched the movie a few days ago, and it was really good. I wanted to recommend it anyways. So thanks for the opportunity. Spanish? No, I don't speak Spanish. Sorry. No habla español. Can I be a mod? I would love to help you maintain. Thank you, Manu. I'm definitely going to consider it. I'm trying to do it unmoderated today, just so everyone can enjoy the lunch break, because I don't want anyone to having to work right now. So I'm okay with the creeps once in a while. I'm used to it, unfortunately. Um, as a woman, creeps is nothing new. You know, you have them everywhere. Not the amount of you get on the internet, of course, because in real life, creeps are just like shy. They don't dare talking to you or saying that nasty stuff in real life. So the internet is definitely next level, of course. Ach, Marco, sag mal, wie ist jetzt, wo der Flori weg ist? Ist ja ein komisches Gefühl, oder? Oh, no worries. Okay, Kno. There we go. Bye, Kno. Have a good day. Maybe you can open your own button. Hi, Shivan. Ich habe mir Freundlichkeit aus dem Grund abgewöhnt. Man wird sofort in die Schublade mit den Creeps gesteckt. Rede ich mit niemandem an. Ja, ja, Martin, das ist natürlich schade. So soll es natürlich nicht sein, dass du denkst, ich muss auch mal zusammen. Das geht nicht. Dass du denkst, du darfst nicht mehr freundlich sein oder Frauen ansprechen. So soll es natürlich nicht sein. Das ist natürlich ein dünner Grat immer, verstehe ich auf jeden Fall. Es ist nicht einfach, eine Frau zu sein, aber es ist definitiv auch nicht einfach, ein Mann zu sein. Und beide Seiten haben ihre Struggle. Kann ich auf jeden Fall, auch wenn ich kein Mann bin, aber ich kann es mir vorstellen, dass es schwierig ist. Ja, ich bin Deutsch, I'm German. I like the Tisch und Bänke hat was. Danke. Dachte ich mir auch, es hat so ein bisschen dieses Biergarten-Feeling und so Pub-Feeling, keine Ahnung. Weiß auch nicht. Hat mir irgendwie gefallen. Ich hätte mir auch einen normalen Tisch kaufen können. Aber ja, mit den Bänken hat mir gut gefallen irgendwie. Hat so was Draußenmäßiges. Florian Florian in Florida, das passt doch, oder? Vielleicht bleibt er ja dann da. How do you see Indian people in India? I'm was always very interested in Indian culture. Before I studied Chinese, I was contemplating if I should also learn Sanskrit and study about the Indian culture. So I was torn, but China won. Yes, it's a good one. It's always you never know what you get with avocados. Just like with man, right? Never know what you get yourself into. Or woman. I mean, it goes both ways. Thank you, Manu. Appreciate that. Yes, avocado. Thank you, Zah. I'm peeling my avocado like this, by the way. I don't know. Some people scrape it out with their spoon. I just like peel it off so you lose the least amount of avocado. And then I just chop it up. No, it keeps. And then I'm gonna add some onion. Or actually, I'm gonna skip on the onion because I have to meet people at work in a little bit. And I don't want to do that to them. If you know what I mean. Eating raw onions, delicious and really healthy for you. My grandma preached on eating raw onions, and she got very, very old and she was very healthy. So I don't know how it was the onion, but she ate avocado and onions every day. So trying to do that too. Hi, Explorer. Yes, of course, I remember you. How's it going? I have no more. What's no more? Avocado, Teil der Essenskultur müsste aufregend sein. Ja, Daniel, sehr aufregend. Ich habe es geliebt. In China bin ich jeden Tag essen gegangen. Ich habe zwar auch zu Hause gekocht, aber so nach der Uni meistens einmal essen gehen. Sehr, sehr günstig. It's cheaper in China, at least when I was living there. It was cheaper to buy food outside, like cook, like go to a restaurant, take out, than buying ingredients for cooking. So I had a very nice, how do you call them? Like a backyard veggie cellar around my house. But buying everything fresh was definitely more expensive than if I would just go to a restaurant. Where is my goat cheese? Goat cheese. Ja. More expensive? Yes. Power Ranger, why don't you wear one? Why don't you make a channel about it? Florian brachte 16 Tafeln Kinderschokolade. So ist richtig. Das sind die besten Gäste, oder? Ich hätte ja auch gern mal Gäste aus Deutschland. I wish I had some guests coming from Germany, but no one visits me here in Tennessee because they're all scared. They're like, "Ah, isn't there a lot of like people with guns? Isn't there a lot of like supporters? Isn't there a lot of snakes? Isn't it really hard? So look, it doesn't look super great. Usually I add like strawberries and blueberries and red onion, capers. Oh, I have olives. Let me add olives at least. Make this one less sad. I like a colorful salad. Mm. That was funny. Oh, big question. Olives, yes or no? That leads me to where do I do this? Oh goodness. Here we go again. Here we go again, y'all. What is this? Oh, I don't even know what that was. I just click buttons to find the it's like the brightness in here. Okay. I'm trying to find the thing to make a survey. Where do I do that? Down here? Nope. Nope. It's not this, it's not this. It's not the camera. Is it this? Oh nee. Boah. Ah. I can't find it. This is certainly not it. You seeing grandma at work right now. I always forget about that feature here. With due respect, wear proper dress. With due respect, yeah, you can save yourself that due respect and suck it up. There we go. Isn't it a nice background? My dog sleeping. Okay, some olives. So yeah, I can't make the survey because sometimes I do have the survey button here, sometimes I don't. It's super random, I guess. Today we won't have the survey button. I wish I could make one and ask you all about olives yes or olives no. because that's a big controversy. People hate olives, some people like olives. I think there's barely anything in between. Hi from Dallas, Georgia. Oh, there's a Dallas in Georgia. I only know Dallas in Texas. So cool. I learned something new. Here, the expo of my dog. Hope you enjoy. Okay, back to normal. Wo fühlst du dich am meisten zu Hause? Gute Frage. Ich sag mal so, als mein Papa noch gelebt hat, auf jeden Fall in Deutschland. Jetzt ohne, würde ich sagen, beides gleich. Aber natürlich ist es nicht so dieses wenn ich hier bin, ist es nicht dieses Heimatgefühl, so dieses, da komme ich her und das kennt man, oder dieses wohlige Gefühl. Hier ist natürlich schon auch Zuhausegefühl, aber nicht so Heimatgefühl. Heimat ist nur daheim, wenn du weißt, was ich meine. I used to come to your stream before. Yeah, I remember you, Explorer. I know. Thank you, Manu. Schwarzwald, genau. Busy. I'm from the Black Forest in Germany. It's the area that borders with France and Switzerland. So where the Swiss Alps are in that area. That's where I'm from, where I lived most of my life. A little bit of garlic pepper seasoning on top. And we can eat. Wo sind's? Wir sind's in Tennessee. Here's my salad. It's a big bowl, but I like eating salad, so I can eat a lot of salad. Not just a lot of salad, unfortunately. I can also eat a lot of other stuff. Not Zurich. I'm in the United States right now. Oh, hey, Ossi. Danke. Süß. Danke. Screenshots mal. Für mich sind es immer wie so kleine Grußkarten, die möchte ich mir abspeichern. Dankeschön dafür. Na, wie geht's dir? Ossi Banane. Ich liebe den Namen. I think some of my comments hurt you, especially the professional one. I don't think people that I don't know can hurt me very well. But thanks for asking. I don't think anything hurt me. And I don't remember the professional one that you're referring to. So it couldn't have been that bad. And I don't know what would hurt me, considering my profession. Because I don't think I talked about it in any negative way. But yeah, appreciate you asking or checking in. Man, how to eat a salad less messy in front of a stream. So I'm just gonna turn away. How you been doing, Explorer? How's life going? A super salad too, yay! Let's all eat a super salads. We need more greens in our life. Don't be scared of greens. If you make them taste good, you'll like it. Greens are good. So many people don't like it, but it's only because they either don't make the right dressing with it, they don't add the right ingredients. You can always add something that spice it up, like tomatoes, avocado, cucumber, if you need more crunch, or onion, and always try to use a good olive oil and just vinegar or lemon. That's usually what I like. You can add some honey if you like it sweeter. Muss los, habt einen schönen Abend und seid lieb zu Ami. Danke, Resi. Vielen Dank, du auch. Hab einen schönen Abend. Gute Nacht später und viel Spaß beim Stream oder beim Game. Und ich muss jetzt auch gleich zur Arbeit. I gotta go to work soon, so I'm gonna finish my salad later. I'm gonna pack up the rest and put it in the fridge. And then go shift around some boxes for my food bank. We're getting donations today. Mm. Last time, people called me Porky. And I was like, man, they're getting so much weight. And then I was like, because the last few weeks I've been wearing a lot of like um, oversized shirts and stuff. Because, you know, if you get comments like that all the time, it definitely sits in the back of your mind. But then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna wear a tight shirt. Who cares? Call me Porky all you want. You feel more energized after a super salad? I do, yes, I certainly do. It makes you energized, especially if you eat it for lunch. You don't feel tired afterwards. Like I'm just so over the feeling of being tired doing work because of a lunch, because I ate so much like pasta or like potatoes or breads. I'm trying to like make my lunch like super less insulin spikes or less glycemic. Would you use some gloves? No thanks. I do something like disinfecting my phone twice a day and washing my hands like 15 times a day, so I'm good. I like potatoes, yes. A little bit too much probably. Um as a German, it's really hard to stay away from bread and potatoes on a daily basis because I love both those things. Mm-hmm. I agree. That's always a lot of people say to eat the lightest meal at nighttime. But for me, it's like the other way around. Like if I eat super heavy for the day, I'm not functioning properly. Like I crash super hard if I eat something super like carby. And I'm not a low carb person at all. Like don't get me wrong. I wish, but I'm not. Um, I do eat carbs, but yeah, not for lunch anymore or breakfast. I stopped doing that just once in a while, like during like the weekends or something. Explorer, it's just a lot of comments right now. I'm not avoiding anyone's comment, so if you all could please not take anything personally, that would help a lot. I was asking about your job in the choice. You can say it here. It was looking pretty cool. Oh, okay. Oh, you meant the shorts comment. I got you. I thought you meant on the live stream. Um. Oh yeah, yeah. I remember now. I think was it something like getting paid for just sitting around or something along those lines? Um. I didn't know if you meant that like in a bad way or in a funny way. So yeah. And it's just the fact that I work like 3 different jobs, so I don't consider that sitting around for money. I'm 67, but if you eat a lot of salads, you easily pass as 50. So that's my secret. I hope I do at least. Oops. My fridge is full to the brim, y'all. Not the worst problem to have, I guess. A very first world problem, saying that my fridge is too full. So I apologize to everyone that does not have a full fridge right now. I think I will be more careful next time doing comments. I appreciate that, Explorer. And not saying you need to be more careful. It's just sometimes with texting or comments, anything that's written, it's just really hard to bring across the way you want it because there's no emotions usually transported in text, you know, so things can come off the wrong way. But I didn't take it personally or anything. But I appreciate you reaching out. Thank you for that. Hi, Uncle Bob to Russia. I heard German women really like black men. Is that true? I know I can't speak for every single German woman. I'm sure there's some do, some don't, or some are indifferent about it, or have mixed preferences. I don't know. I cannot answer that. At least I would hope that everyone is different and everyone has, because if everyone was going for the same person, I guess that would be hard. Can you now explain your job to us? So my main job is working in or leading a food bank where I have where we're navigating like volunteers to help with stuff like packing boxes, putting the meat into freezers or out of the freezers, and picking up food from supermarkets or stuff like that. So the food bank is the biggest part. We give out food for people in need or with less financial power, or that need food, that can't afford food, to put it simply. And then I do like an exercise class for older ladies in the community that want to move their bodies and stretch, and like something along the lines like yoga and like low impact weight training. So I do that. And then in the summertime, or for special events like reenactment times, like usually summer or fall, I do work for like a historic settlement where we reenact as ladies or gentlemen from the 1800s and Civil War soldiers. And I'm just wearing I just wear like a long dress. Let me see if I could find a picture here for those that don't know about it. I might have one here. Yeah. Oh, that's not really like this. It's like a dress like that. It's like all the way up here and like all the way to your shoes, obviously. And I think that's all the pictures I have. Yeah, not much to see here. No, you can't really see it here either. Yeah, I wish I had like a full body one where you see the whole dress, but this is as good as it gets. Let's put the green screen on to calm the nerves with Oscar. And get a little photo tour of my dog. My dog takes up like phone storage probably. Isn't that cute? But yeah, let's act like we're in nature, in Tennessee nature. Thank you, Manu. Take care too. Appreciate you being here. Hopefully see you next time. Thank you for the coin. Appreciate that. Is that your uniform? It looks like German traditional clothing to me. It is a sort of uniform, so we all wear dresses that are from roughly 1800 to 1890 to 1910 or 20, like the original dresses, like hand sewn and just old school dresses from the pioneer times. And they're really, really heavy, but also very well made. And I actually enjoy wearing them. Sometimes I'm like, man, it is definitely very unhandy to walk around in those dresses, because if you're working and you're walking out of steps or stairs, it's definitely not very practical. But at the same time, sometimes I'm like, man, how cool would that be to only, again, first world problems that I'm saying that is cool, to only have like 2 or 3 dresses to pick from, or only one, and you only have that one dress, and you never have to wonder in the morning, what should I wear today? And you just go with that one dress, and you put over like a scarf over your shoulders if it's cold, or some fur, and that's it. you didn't have many options. So I think that would definitely make life a little simpler. And yeah, I don't know. I'll probably get over it real fast, I guess. But sometimes it sounds really good. But yeah, do you guys have any like historic settlements or like reenactment places nearby if you're in the United States? Which country are you in? I'm in the United States right now. I've been here for a few years now. Do you work alone or in a team or group? I work in a team, so I'm the director, and then I have a team and volunteers. But oh, you mean the reenactment? For the reenactment one, I'm just an employed person, so I'm the lead of the food bank, but not the reenactment place, obviously. So I'm just in a team with other girls. It's usually mainly girls there, and then once in a while we get some Civil War soldiers that come by that help us out and perform for the. It's like usually like school classes that come over, like either homeschooled ones or just like regular school field trips, and they can come and book a field trip with us, and then we'll just take them through the village and show them around and explain everything to them. And it's like all grades that come, and also just like regular people, just like like normal tourists, like visitors. And but yeah, the kids really enjoy the Civil War soldiers a lot because they bring their guns too and show their bayonets and their guns to them, and they even shoot them as a demonstration. So they really like that part a lot, and sometimes they even have horses with them, and yeah, it's really neat. It's really cool. They have a Civil War reenactment in their states, but in what states? Is that your own car, or they give you a food truck to drive to? Oh, it's not like that, no. So the people that need food either have people that they know to pick up the food for them, or oftentimes they will just come by with their own car. It's kind of like a drive-through. Like imagine going through a drive-through at a fast food restaurant, but instead of fast food, you're getting food from us. So we have like bags or boxes ready where we give them like up to 10 pounds of meat. We give them canned food. We give them fresh vegetables or whatever we have on hand. So since we're donation based mainly, we also do buy stuff ourselves, but oftentimes it's stuff that we get donated. So we don't always decide what we get. So whatever we have, we give out, and there can be like a lot of meat. Sometimes they get like 20 pounds of meat or so. So it's really cool. Are you working IT sector? No, I work in the food bank, or I don't know if that's a sector, like food sector, I guess, like nonprofit, I guess. And I am in the United States right now, but I'm German, so I'm from Germany, but I live in the United States. That's where I work. Oh, that house, you mean the historic settlement? Yeah, I have to drive there. That's not where I live, unfortunately. It's kind of far actually. It's almost an hour away from where I live. But yeah, what are you doing after eating? I gotta go back to work, so I'm just waiting on my colleague to text me. Because we're getting donations today, so I'll be shifting around boxes. Sometimes I'm hoping. Of course, it's always a blessing to get a lot of food, but sometimes when you have like so much food throughout the week, and you had a very long day, sometimes I'm like, oh, please don't let it be more than 500 pounds today. One time we got 1,200 pounds one day, and then we got 500 pounds the next day. And my back after that was just really, really sore. And the thing is, we're just not a lot of people, so we have to shift that around by ourselves. I wish I had a little bit more people, but since it's like volunteer based, I can't just, hire people or anything, so I have to like rely on people just volunteering basically, and it's oftentimes not a lot. We do have a lot of volunteers on those days where we give out the food, so we are very blessed to have so many people working there. Last time we even had too many, so I had to tell them to please like not come next time, or like come in like smaller groups, and then take turns, because it was just so many that it was just too crowded, like we couldn't even get around anymore. And it was basically slowing us down a little bit actually, instead of helping, because if it's too many new people and you have to instruct them all, and they're just standing around kind of blocking the way and the flow of things, especially when it's like fast paced like it is usually on the busy days. What type of food is it? So it is all kinds of canned food. Like imagine like tomato sauce and or dried pasta, um, tuna cans, stuff like that. Anything dry, or cereal bars, cereal, all those things. And then you also have frozen meat. Like we get a ton of frozen meat. I'm so grateful for that, because all that meat would end up in the garbage. There's usually surplus of stores. So take Walmart for example, like a big store like that. They have a lot of meat left at the end of the days. A lot of meat that's about to expire and that they have to freeze. And especially in Germany, they would throw that away. In Germany, they have a very complicated things of doing a way of doing stuff, very strictly regulated, so because of food safety reasons, right? So here in America it is also strict, but it's a little bit better, I think. Here in America there's more opportunities for stores to give out food that is expired or about to expire, and to donate it. So that's where we come in. So stores that have like lots of meats, like hundreds of pounds of meats a week, that they would otherwise throw away, we can luckily pick up and then give out to people. So sometimes people end up like getting um like a pile of frozen meat like this, like chicken, beef, anything. Like sometimes it's super fancy stuff. It's like salmon's like this big, and like all crazy stuff, like food worth of, I don't know, or meat worth of like $50 or $100. So that's really, really amazing. And, in many ways, of course, it's amazing that the people that need it get it, that it's not going to go get thrown away, and that the animals didn't die for no reason. So that's like win-win. Can you take something at home as well? Well, technically, I guess some volunteers that come that are low income themselves, or that say that they need food, they are allowed to take it, because they will fall into the same category as people that would come for the food drive. So we don't require anyone to test to us that they are low income, or that they don't make enough money. So we'll just believe them. If they say they need something, I'm like, okay, sure, you can take some. So I'm not going to question them or anything. It's like not a hearing, like I'm not like, prove to me that you're not wealthy. Like, even if they come with a Cadillac, I'm like, sure, you get a box. Everyone that comes through and says that they need it, they will receive it. Mm. Hi, Whisker. Na, wie geht's? And the customers are mostly old ladies with no family or children? No. The customers are oftentimes big families, actually. The customers are like families that have up to 6 people in their families or more. Sometimes it's whole families that live in their cars that will come through. So you see a lot of really sad things, like a lot of like cars are full with people, like they live in their cars, they're like, filled to the brim. You can hardly even put the stuff in there. Unc Alert. Thank you, Whisker. That's funny. I got a screen. Oh no! I want to screenshot it. I never had that one before. Thank you. Unc Alert. Yes, I'm an Unc. Yes, I passed. I'm finally passing as an Unc. Thank God. Been waiting for that day. Life's just so much more chill when you're like finally an Unc or an auntie, I guess. Man. But yeah. Did my colleague text me yet? Nope. Not yet. We've still got a couple minutes here. I am not used to live streaming anymore, because I haven't live streamed in like I don't know, a week, so not that dramatic. It's not been months or so, but I definitely feel like my voice giving in a little bit. Although I can talk a lot. Not gonna lie. Thank you. Thanks, Whisker, for the sunshine. Appreciate it. I always forget that this is an option here, that people can send us little gifts. And I never understood how that works in the beginning until I did it myself for a streamer that I always watch. So the gifts are just like basically like jewels, like when you watch live streams or when you're like active on YouTube as a viewer or yeah, I think creator too. You will just collect jewels and then you can turn them into little gifts. Thank you. Thank you, Lazarus. Appreciate it. Flow state, nice. Yes, I like being in a flow state. Literally today. Anyways, TMI. But so you work from 9 to 5 every day? Mm, yes and no. It's not like that. So with the donations, it comes at different times. So sometimes I work until like 8 in the evening and then start at lunchtime, you know. So today, for example, I'm starting later. I work like super like random hours. It's not 9 to 5 all the time, but I do have my 9 to 5 hours too, which are not 9 to 5. They're usually way earlier and then stop earlier. Um, I do work my hours, but it's like it shifts. It's different, which I like because I'm not huge on like going to the office at one time of the day and then going home at the same time every single day. I really like that like change of pace and different times and different tasks I have to do. So it works out perfectly for me. And also, thank you for almost 100 likes. I'm a little um, flustered. I'm not like 100 happens like very rarely. So I appreciate y'all. And also just for you being here and watching. Hey, drums. Have you ever tried Finlandia Swiss cheese? I looked at the Swiss cheese last time and I was thinking about you, drums. I was like, didn't drums tell me about Swiss cheese and Nutella? And I still have to buy it. So you sponsored the Swiss cheese, so the Swiss cheese is still on my list. Now I'm out of Nutella though because I ate it because, as some people say, I'm a porky. Very rude. Some people are very rude. They need some manners. But hat man den Finger oben, wird man nicht loben. Fingers up or fingers down? How do you do it? I do fingers up. I'm kidding. I never do. Don't you work from home and will be more comfortable? Um, Well, for YouTube, I work from home. Like, if I consider YouTube work now that I'm monetized, I guess it's like a mini job, kinda. If you want to see it like that, if you think, or if you categorize it as that, once it has exponential power, but I don't consider it as a work at all. But if you would, then yes, I do work at home too. But my work is outside of home if I'm doing my main job. What kind of tea do you drink? I'm drinking pomegranate juice right now. So usually if I drink tea, I like drinking holly tea. I'm gonna hide the brand, but I like holly tea. It's like usually like loose leaf, but they sent us this special subscriber stuff in bags this time for whatever reason. But holly is like a plant that is native to United States, and it's the only native plant to the United States that has caffeine. That's a caffeinated plant or a caffeinated drink if you turn it into a drink or a tea. So yeah, it has like a nice level of caffeine. It doesn't make you jittery, like it wakes you up just right, and it doesn't have a lot of transport on its way because it's like usually coming from Florida, and it's like organic and yeah, I like to support that. Did she eat the whole salad? No, Manu, I did not eat the whole salad. I'm gonna finish that in a little bit. I don't like eating on live streams very much. I'm not a mukbang kind of person. I don't know, eating on a stream feels kind of weird, like talking with my mouth full. Like it's not very much my thing. Like sometimes I can't help it because I'm hungry, but I usually eat the rest later when I'm by myself. I love pomegranates. My ex-girlfriend introduced me to them. See? And that's why exes are important in our lives. They definitely um had a bad input on us too, I'm sure. That's why they're exes, because if it would have worked out, um, or if they were great for us, we probably would still be with them. But exes have the positive effect of introducing you to new places, new foods, new thoughts, to teach you what you don't want in life and teaching you things about yourself. And I'm glad you found pomegranates through your ex, so that's good. Hi, Hakan. Special subscriber blend, yes. Hi, Central. Why didn't you add some honey in your salad? I did that yesterday, Manu. So, yeah, honey and especially goat cheese and just like an olive oil and lemon juice dressing or yeah, dressing works really well. So I do like honey, but today I was just like, let's skip on those 20 extra calories or 30 extra calories. How can you see the light if you've never been in the dark? Good point. That is true. You can only know the one with the other, right? That's the duality. That's why everything comes in pairs in this world. The yin and yang principle. Um, okay, bye, Explorer. Have a good day. Thank you, Whisker, for the flower. Appreciate it. And with that flower, I'm gonna hop on to work and I think you should more eat stairs. What happened to person if you want to go for you? Okay, I read everything. I'm gonna let you all go, and I'm gonna go to work now. I don't know what you all are doing. I hope what you're doing is not too stressful, or maybe you're already off work, or you don't have to work. If you're lucky, some of you might not have to work, and you're just born rich, or I don't know. Um, have a great day, and thank you for being here. Thank you for double tapping or tapping the screen, double tapping the screen, whatever. Appreciate it, and take care as well. Good to meet some of you that are new here and I haven't seen before, and I hope I see you next time. And you look fit. In what world do I look fit? But thanks. Bye, y'all. See you next time. Tschüss, auf Wiedersehen und bis zum nächsten Mal. Okay. Oh. Sometimes I can't hit that little cross up there because my phone screen is like blocking it and my phone protection. Bye.